Yep.
We all won.
Because I like to show what another transit system is like, because I did make some videos of the South Bank shuttle, which that I really enjoyed riding that little shuttle bus. Yeah. Into Covington and Newport.
I got you.
You see, years ago where I'm from, we used to have something like that till our transit director got rid of it.
Oh, it happened. Life happened, bro.
Yeah.
Be all right.
He claimed they were junk, but they didn't have the people or the jobs in their downtown area to support it.
Cincinnati's hiring right now, bro. If you're interested. Make you like transit. They're hiring big time right now.
I don't have a CDL unless somebody do they sponsor the CDLs?
They help you get them, yes sir. They help you.
Because I know you got to have a CDL to drive a big bus.
Yeah, they do, but they train you.
And they probably will pay for it for you if you commit to so long, won't you?
Oh yeah, they get bonuses and help you and everything. That's right.
Yeah. Now is this bus a New Flyer or Gilligan?
It's Gilligan here. It's 6,000 series.
It normally says on the wheel. Yeah, it's Gilligan. Yeah, these are the buses we got up in Dayton. I don't know how old these are.
Yeah, Gilligan 6,000 series.
Six. So how old would that make these?
Oh man, it's 8 years old.
8 years old.
Maybe older than that.
These are the same ones we have up in Dayton, because we have this exact same ones. We got ours were like 2800s.
Okay, I got you.
Or 2900s.
Now our older buses are 600, 700, 800. And they're not many of those left. Now we got the 1200s, 700s. Newest bus are 1600s. They're nice, get Wi-Fi and all that.
Oh yeah. You know, a few weeks ago when I rode to Harrison, it was nice because I was able to plug in my phone and that. But from what I've heard, that's only just for express buses so far.
1600. And they got very seats too.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they'll expand that too.
They will.
To have all that on all the buses, because I mean, I actually felt like an upscale. Because let me tell you, driver, when I rode that a few weeks ago when I was here, I actually felt like an upscale passenger on public transit. And believe me, in Dayton, Ohio, where I'm from, I ain't never felt like an upscale bus passenger where I'm from.
It's a great bus, man. Very like an airplane.
And you know the thing I noticed on that bus too, there were 2 step-ups instead of 1.
Right, exactly.
1 step up to the front, then 1 to the back. I had never seen 2 step-ups like that.
It's a nice bus, man. Very, very relaxing.
Oh, absolutely. There you go, man. Don't worry, I'm just making a video for my YouTube page is all, man. Yeah, I mean, just based on what I wrote of your guys' system and the tank, it's a lot better system than where I live at in Dayton. A lot better.
Yeah, I think ours is pretty good too.
Yeah, well, the thing too, I mean, you guys don't have to deal with the babysitting of the lineups that they do up in Dayton. You know, you guys run enough buses where you guys don't have to do all that coddling and babysitting, you know.
Pretty good system, brother. If you're interested, y'all look into it, man. Go online.
I may think if I come to Cincinnati, if I ever move here, I may do it. How many years have you been here for?
Brother, almost 15 years already.
16 years?
Almost 15.
You have any friends that work for any other transit systems besides here and Tank, or?
Well, I've been down to the Atlanta system. I know a few guys down there. I mean, I don't know them well, but I know them enough.
You know anybody up in Dayton?
Nobody up in Dayton, no sir. Tank. Know a few guys over in Tank.
Well, yeah, because that's same thing here.
Oh, yeah, we're all connected. Actually, we're all connected. Different flags.
Yeah, because one thing I noticed that an all-access pass for both systems is like $175 when I looked online. But most people probably wouldn't need all that though. I mean, because I think I seen like Zone 2, which would probably cover most people.
Oh, yeah.
It's like 120, I think. right, look. What?
Base fare is $1.75.
Yeah.
And you get 90 cents more for one that's over 2. You get a schedule. There's only 3.
Yeah, I know. I saw them on the website. Well, the way that you guys do it allows the bus system to probably remain more profitable.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Versus just one universal flat fare, like they do where I live at. A tank's got a flat fare too.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like a you guys a system.
That's very nice of you, brother. Hi, man.
Yeah, the other day when I went out to Kenwood, the driver didn't even ask me what zone I was going to. I just put in the fare and... Well, you guys probably, some of you drivers probably don't feel like messing with all of it because it just is more work for you guys.
You kind of know the customers who know what's going on. You do around on a regular basis. You kind of have an idea, but yeah, you know, someday you'll get your say.
I mean, the driver didn't say anything to me about it when I got off the bus.
Yeah, sometimes you might not. It might forget, or mine might be occupied with something else.
Central Parkway and Ezra Charles Drive.
Might be tired of, you know, a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it's all good. I mean, I still paid $265 on the way back.
oh yeah.
I tell you, man, you guys got some wicked hills down here.
Yeah, 70 hills they call it. 70 hills.
Well, the hills in general around here are just steep
Oh yeah, they are.
and big.
Yeah,
Like
they are.
Mount Adams, man, just,
Oh, yeah,
oh
yeah.
my God, trying to get up to that thing where Immaculata was at
I agree. Be
was
careful, man.
brutal.
There you go.
But you know, driver, I absolutely love the way Immaculata overlooks downtown in the city from that direction. That church up on the hill, Immaculata,
Oh man.
you could see it. You mean you could probably see it from here, I bet.
Oh yeah, nice view.
It's probably, I know it's over this way.
You gotta try it out if you think about it. You wanna try to get into transit. I mean, it's a nice system, brother. Nice air ride seats. You got back
Yeah.
rows and
Well, the buses. I know what kind of buses because it's the same buses that we have up in Dayton.
I got you.
I'm not sure if we could see Immaculata from over this way or not, but it's just east of downtown, and you can't miss it when you get a clear view of it. Yeah, it's right over. I can't see it from right here, but one thing I tell you now, Mount Adams looked like a really nice part of town.
Oh, yeah, it's very nice. It's not a nice spot, brother. I mean, every city got
Yeah, every city's got its bad spots.
its issues. That's part of the duality.
But the thing I tell you though, the economy down here looks like it's in a lot better shape than it is where I live at. You know.
I don't know where you live at, but it's pretty good, I think. I don't know, overall.
Yeah, down here it is. Up in Dayton, not so much.
It's you all right?
Up in Dayton, it ain't too good.
Yeah, you know, facing.
They got a lot more stuff down here than what they.
You can have a shit off.
Students from manufacturing plus your high school diploma. If you are ready, Life Skills High School, a public high school option for students aged 16 to 21. Visit lifeskillshs.com.
Looks like it's slow there, brother. There you go. You get off. Good. Enjoy the ride, brother. Thank you, brother. Let me know if it's the gold, family. You good?
Yeah, driver. I know it's on one of these hills back here,
Oh, yeah.
just east of downtown.
Oh, man.
I don't know if it'll come back into view over here or not, but actually it might. I don't know.
We got beautiful views.
Hills.
And parks and hills and valleys.
Seven Hills is another really hilly area.
Oh, yeah.
It's a really nice historic area, or real nice. Yeah, when I visited, I went to Mount Adams to visit that church. It's a very nice church.
Yes, sir.
The way it overlooks the downtown. You can see it real clear from the stadiums.
No doubt about it. If you schedule, brother, go online and check it out, because bet you would hire you, man.
All right. All right.
That's why because that's automatic pilot. You do it out so long. Thank you, bro. Right.
Hey man, has this liquor store been closed up for a while? Has this liquor store been closed up for a while? Did it just recently become abandoned or something? I didn't know, man, because I know where I live at a date. We have some abandonment up there to, what is this, over the Rhine right here? It is? Oh, further down. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm not from here. I'm just wrapping up my little mini vacation down here. Going back home. Yeah, driver, what I'm going to do is I'm going to catch the Butler County Transit at the Tri-County Mall. Then I'm going to go to Middletown. Then I'll ride the bike path back the rest of the way to Dayton. It's only be about 10 or 12 miles. Then I'll connect to Miamisburg on the south side of southern suburbs of Dayton to get back. So overall, it's not too bad today.
Not at all. You enjoy.
Boy, that's an old bridge.
Yes, it is. Probably.
Replaced. Well, you know, one thing I did notice, the bridges here are in a lot worse shape than they are in Dayton, where I'm from.
They are trying to work on some of them now, though, brother.
But they need to get that Brent Spence Bridge replaced before somebody falls into the Ohio River.
I think they just worked on that, didn't
They didn't do anything, man. They need to replace the damn thing. They worked on it, but they're not replacing it.
I got you.
It needs replaced. It doesn't need worked on. It needs replaced.
I see what you're saying.
It should have been replaced 15 years ago.
Oh, wow. I see what you're saying, brother.
It's carrying more traffic than it was ever designed to carry.
Oh, wow.
It's been a story down here forever, you know.
Yeah, I heard about it. There you go. Well, maybe they'll replace it, brother. I hope
They just need to get their shit together and just do it
they. You know how life is.
before the bridge falls into the Ohio River. And believe me, that can happen too.
It happened somewhere before, didn't it?
Yeah, in Minnesota about around 04, 05. Then the city's gonna have a big lawsuit on their hands if it ever does happen.
This is that bad shape, my brother.
It's been known to be in bad shape for a long time now.
I didn't know that.
What's this neighborhood right here that we're going through?
You don't even know.
What's this neighborhood right here that we're going through? You don't know? What? 27.
Come on, bud. You might be coming. Come on, bud. Hey, come on. Thank you, Cameron. Don't leave nobody, man. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you for riding the Metro. Watch your step while entering or exiting the bus.
Central and Marshall.
You want a bus? Be careful. Be careful, dog. You in the I-1 bus, look. I said, look, you want a bus? You're welcome, brother. You okay? Yeah, I got you. We'll see where the ass not over there. Okay, go right there on that one right there. Okay, but you'll get it. All right.
Miami and Erie Canal.
You're not going to try to get them, are you?
What? That's your what? Ain't on it. Yeah, well, the Miami and Erie Canal ran through here like it did through Dayton and through the western half of the state in its history. Yeah, we have some Miami and Erie Canal landmarks where I'm from in Dayton, you know, because it ran through Dayton too.
Martin Luther King Drive and Central Parkway.
What's this place called? CTC?
CTC, a college life.
Oh yeah. We have those up where I live at too. Trade schools.
Well, it's more than that. Beyond that, Cincinnati State.
Oh, Cincinnati State. Oh, okay.
It's a good place, man.
Yeah, I mean these hills down here. There's nothing like this where I live at. They're this wickedly steep. I mean.
Oh yeah.
I mean, look at the. I mean, man. I mean, Dayton's got a few hills for the most part, but it's in a valley. I mean, that's why it's called the Miami Valley up there.
Oh, it is? I know that.
It was named after the Great Miami River, Miami, then the valley, the Great Miami River through there. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, this region is called the Tri-State, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Cincinnati, Cincinnati.
Yeah, Tri-State area.
What's the third? You trying to say? You thought try to say. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy. Enjoy. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, man. Enjoy the day. All right, family.
Where's there a Walmart at here in Springfield?
Oh, there's a lot of Walmarts around.
What?
You got one in
Coleraine also. This bus goes right there.
No.
Oh, you just got off?
There's one to drop down too.
What? What? 19. Yeah, because I went to a couple Walmarts when I was down here. One in the northern Kentucky side. Then I went to the one in Milford. My first day I was here because I had to get some stuff. Because I know there's one in Fairfield close to the Forest Fair Mall which, you know what, that mall, I've never had a chance to see that mall in person, but there's a few videos of it online. It's just an abandoned wasteland. There's like nothing in the mall except the Bass Pro Shops and a Kohl's. And why is that mall still open? If you ever search Forest Fair Mall on YouTube, you'll see several guys have done videos of that malls that have came from around the country to film that mall. I've never had a chance to see that in person. I'm going to see that before I head back to Dayton. I mean, I just want to see what that's like in person. There's just a wasteland of a mall. Plus, I mean, and plus that mall I've heard has always struggled. I'm like, they must not have known what they're doing, because as far as I know, Fairfield and Springdale's not a bad part of town. That's a pretty decent area, isn't it? Fairfield and Springdale.
No problem. I got you. Take it down. You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, I take driver on my way out of here. I'm going to see the Forest Fair Village Mall. I've seen people travel from around the country to film that mall because it's so abandoned. I've never had a chance to visit that mall in person.
Okay.
Yeah, but as soon as I get out your bus, I'm going to connect to Butler County's transit, which goes right there before I head home, and I'll probably eat breakfast or lunch.
Ready?
Yeah, because I mean that mall is just a big wasteland.
Yes, I heard.
Yeah, there's nothing in it except the Kohl's and a Bass Pro Shop.
Right.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, that mall I've heard has always struggled. I mean, I'm like, whoever developed the mall didn't know what they were doing, because as far as I know, Fairfield and Springdale are good parts of town, aren't they?
Yeah, they're good. I think all parts of town are good, brother. But
certain areas, have a, can support,
Oh, sure.
can support certain stuff, while others
That's
can't,
right.
that are worse than others. I mean, like generally, like if malls failed 20 years ago before the internet, it was because of crime in the area, which I've seen that in my town where I live at,
That's right.
up in Dayton,
Yeah.
the old Salem Mall about 20 years ago in Trotwood.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
Yeah, because that failed because they couldn't keep the crime out. It became too dangerous.
Excuse me.
I mean, let me tell you something. Salem Mall was a dead mall before people ever knew what that term dead mall ever meant. Before the internet came along, and started killing some of these malls. I mean, but there's only I think the only spaces that are occupied in there, I've read in that mall, are there's like a consignment shop and an arcade, and then there's like 2 or 3 anchors outside of that. That mall is just a wasteland.
Is that right, brother?
Yeah, I'm sure you've been there before.
I see that.
Cincinnati Mall, Forest Fair Mall. It's the Cincinnati Mall or the Forest Fair Mall.
Oh, okay. Take care. Be careful, man, baby. Oh, yeah. Hey, family, everybody okay? Nobody's cold back there. I got no family. Everybody's okay? Okay. Yeah, I've seen that mall.
Yeah, if you ever do a YouTube search of it, there's guys that are into dead malls that have came from around the country to film that mall.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how big of a reputation it's gotten,
Man.
Guys will come from as far away as California to film that place because it's such a big wasteland now. Well, the reason I've read why it failed because they tried to put it in a blue-collar area. They wanted something more white-collar, but in a blue-collar part of town, and people just didn't want to shop at places that they didn't know back then. And then they said, then they tried to make the mall more blue-collar, so the pendulum had swung the other way. Not enough upscale stuff and too much, you know, not enough good stuff in there. So, yeah. So it seemed like the mall was,
and Winton Road.
It seemed like the mall was very poorly thought out, you know, which that happens.
Brother, that happens in this life.
Yeah.
On the earth plane,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff's gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm not sure who's going to get stuck with the bill to eventually demolish the place once they don't keep it open anymore, but
It's that bad, huh?
well, what can they really do with it? I mean, it just the only thing that's really keeping it alive is Bass Pro Shops. If Bass Pro Shops pulls out of there, that mall will close in general. How much longer before the Tri-County Mall do we have?
Brother, we got probably, it's a long route. We don't get to Tri-County Mall until 9:38. We got about 45 more, 45
Is the Butler County Transit normally there when you get there?
Yeah, a lot of times, most times they are, brother. Anybody? We good, family? But they have several stops. Two in the mall, and several on the street. Right there.
Yeah, because there's two Butler County buses that go there, and I assume they try and wait for you
Well,
to get there.
You know how that goes. You got scheduled. I had a schedule once upon a time, but I'm sorry I don't have it now.
Okay, it's all
I'll
good.
get one when I see him again.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's all good. You could probably go on. I guess they probably go online, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, I got it. Yeah. You said you're due there at 9:38.
Yes, sir. At the layover, at the mall layover. I did that area before that. But
Oh, you get there before that, so yeah,
At the layover, I think it's 9.
by 9:30 probably or something.
Hey, good morning, brother. Fine, you okay? Need help with anything? I'm okay. Wrong. I didn't help a lot of time myself, so I got to take it. Thank you. Take your time. Let's see, I get to the mall. Back to the layover 9:30, but I'll probably be up there by 9:35, 9:30. I'll talk about it. I'm sorry, sir. I'll answer your question.
Well, hopefully you get there about 9:30 because I know that's when they leave around that time.
Okay,
Hey, how you doing?
we'll be in the area before that so you can get off and catch me.
Yeah, because it's at the back of the mall.
Right.
Yeah, I seen where the stops were at last time.
That's right.